Have you ever had that moment you're scrolling through real estate listings, you see a beautiful house, price seems right, but then the anxiety hits. You think, okay, but what is it really like to live there? What's outside that perfect, beautiful front door? Is it just a house, or could it be the start of a whole new chapter? I totally get it. I've worked with so many families, couples, and retirees who were looking at Arizona, specifically Peoria, and they had the same nagging question: will this feel like home? They'd heard about the heat, and trust me, we'll talk about that, but they didn't know about the 300 plus days of sunshine that let your kids play outside almost every single day. They saw the home prices, but didn't know about the award-winning schools, the massive parks that feel like national forests, or the fact that you can be water skiing on a huge lake in the morning and at a world-class spring training game in the afternoon. What if I told you there's a place that masterfully blends the energy of a growing, vibrant city with the peace and space of a connected community? A place where your backyard isn't just a yard, but a gateway to an incredible Arizona lifestyle. That's what we're doing today. We're not just looking at houses, we're taking a walking tour of the life you could have here. So tell me in the comments right now, what's the number one thing you're hoping to find in your next hometown? Is it community? Is it space for your family to grow? Or an active lifestyle? Let me know. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me. If you're watching this, chances are you're in a season of transition, of research, and of big decisions. I'm Jenna Walsh with the Walsh Group at How Realty here in Arizona. On this channel, I help you understand what it's really like to buy, sell, and live in Arizona. From home tours and neighborhood breakdowns to market updates and real advice you won't hear anywhere else. Whether you're a first-time buyer, moving up, or buying a second home here in the Valley, you're in the right place. Let's jump into today's video. Today, we're exploring Peoria, Arizona. Now, if you're new to the Phoenix Metro or the Valley of the Sun, you might know the bigger names: Scottsdale, Phoenix, Gilbert, but let me tell you, Peoria is consistently ranked as one of the top places to live in the entire state, and for rock solid reasons. I'm going to break down exactly why section by section so you can see if it aligns with your dream lifestyle. This isn't a flyover view. I'm going to walk through 4 key pillars that make Peoria special. 1, the lifestyle and recreation. This is where Peoria shines. I'm talking about Lake Pleasant, one of the largest bodies of water in the state, right in our backyard. 2, the communities and homes. From master plan communities with resort style amenities to established tree-lined neighborhoods with character. 3, the practical perks, the stuff that makes daily life easy and rewarding. Top tier schools, strategic location, shopping and dining. And 4, the real talk. Yes, we'll talk about the summers, the cost of living, and the vibe, the full, honest picture. My goal is that by the end of this tour, you'll not only see Peoria, but you'll be able to visualize your life here. And I want this to be conversational. So if you have a question as we go, like, what are the HOA fees like in that area? Or how are the commute times to Phoenix? Just drop it in the comments. I'm here, so I will answer all of your questions. And if you're new here and this is exactly the kind of in-depth local insight you've been looking for, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. It truly helps me keep creating this free resource for you, and it ensures you don't miss our deep dives into other amazing areas like Scottsdale, Anthem, and Cave Creek. Now, let's talk about the lifestyle and recreation. It's all right outside your door. Let's start with the big one, the wow factor of Peoria. For many people moving to Peoria, the lifestyle is the biggest draw, and a lot of it revolves around Lake Pleasant. This actually is not Lake Pleasant, just so we're clear. Lake Pleasant isn't just a little pond like this. It's over 10,000 acres of pristine water for boating, fishing, kayaking, paddleboarding, and even scuba diving. They have marinas, restaurants on the water, and campgrounds. It's a true recreational paradise. Imagine having that as your weekend playground, just a 20-minute drive from most parts of Peoria. How many of you are boaters or water lovers? Type lake life in the comments if this is a major draw for you. But it doesn't stop at the massive lake. Peoria is a massive hub for sports and fitness. Spring training. We are the proud home of the San Diego Padres and Seattle Mariners for the Cactus League spring training. The Peoria Sports Complex is a state-of-the-art facility, and the atmosphere in February and March is electric. It's a huge part of our community culture. Parks and trails. The city has invested heavily into its park system. We're talking about the 1,100-acre Lake Pleasant Regional Park, the 35-mile New River Trail system that connects all throughout the city, and neighborhood parks like this that feel like destinations. This is Paloma Community Park in North Peoria. They have a massive splash pad, huge pond that you can actually go fishing in, pickleball courts back there, playground equipment for the kids, and even baseball and soccer fields for all sorts of weekend events. Community centers. Peoria has tons of different community centers, and the recently upgraded Peoria Sports Complex all offer everything from sporting events, swimming pools, and fitness classes to art programs and senior activities. This active, outdoor-oriented lifestyle is woven into the fabric of the city. It promotes health, family time, and a real connection with your neighbors. You're not just buying a home, you're buying access to all of these events and amenities. Now, let's talk about where you'll lay your head. Peoria is diverse in its housing, which is a huge strength. It's not one size fits all. Broadly, we can think of it in a few different categories. We have master plan communities up in the north. So as you go north near the Loop 303 freeway, you're going to find newer master plan communities like Vistancia and Trilogy at Vistancia. Now, Trilogy at Vistancia is a 55 plus community, so you have to be 55 or older to live there. But you're going to think of these master plan communities as mini cities. They have multiple community pools, state-of-the-art fitness centers, and clubhouses, golf courses, hiking trails that connect to vast open desert preserves. They're also going to be newer construction from about early 2000s to present. There's still new builds going on right now, and they often have modern open floor plans. They have a strong sense of identity and planned community events. It's kind of like resort style living. Then you're going to have newer subdivisions. They aren't master plan communities, so they don't always have tons of community pools and fitness centers, things like that, but they do have a strong sense of community, like West Wing, which is where I am right now. This community is really cool because it is circled around their elementary school, which is grades K through 8th, and a park. So pretty much from any home in this neighborhood, you can walk to school or walk to the park, and you can also walk to the hiking trails. If you see all these mountains that are around me, it's just a beautiful spot, and people really love living here. And that's what you'll find in a lot of the newer subdivisions. Then the third range of homes you can look for is established central neighborhoods. This is going to primarily be in central and south Peoria, where you will find incredibly well-kept established neighborhoods from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Here, you're going to get larger, mature landscaping. Think beautiful shade trees you won't find in the newer communities. You're going to have more varied architecture, from classic Arizona ranch homes to Pueblo style, and often a larger lot size. You still have quick access to the core of the city, downtown Peoria, and you're going to have older shopping centers. A lot of the homes in these parts of Peoria do not have HOAs. So if living without an HOA is important to you and you do want to live in Peoria, then this is where you would most likely want to look for homes. You're also going to be able to find active adult living in Peoria. So it's a premier destination for 55 plus living, with communities like Westbrook Village and Trilogy at Vistancia that I just mentioned. These are self-contained communities with endless activities, golf clubs, pools, and social opportunities. So I have to ask, does the idea of a brand new amenity-packed community excite you more? Or are you drawn to the charm and established feel of an older neighborhood? Share your preference below. The housing market here is dynamic. You'll find everything from condos and townhomes starting in the 300s to spacious single-family homes for growing families in the mid 500 to 700,000 range. And then you're going to find luxurious custom estates with mountain views well into the millions. There's a fit for every budget. All right, let's get into the foundation of daily life. A great lifestyle needs a strong foundation, and Peoria has invested heavily in the infrastructure that makes daily life not just easy, but enjoyable. Let's start with shopping and dining. You don't have to leave the city for anything. We have Park West and P83 entertainment districts, which are your go-to for great night outs, from casual dining and locally owned gyms to high-end steakhouses and every chain restaurant you can think of. Old Town Peoria. This is the historic heart, now revitalized with fantastic local breweries, coffee shops, and unique eateries. It's so cute and it really has soul. Major retail. We have everything from Costco and Target to Walmart to luxury shopping at nearby Westgate and the Arrowhead Mall area. Now let's talk about the schools. The Peoria Unified School District is one of the largest and highest rated in Arizona. It consistently receives A ratings from the state, and schools like Liberty High School are renowned for their academic and athletic programs. For families, this is often the #1 deciding factor, and Peoria delivers. Location and commute. This is a huge advantage. Peoria is strategically located with access to the Loop 303 freeway in the north, which is a game changer for getting to the West Valley, the I-17 freeway to the east, and the Loop 101 freeway to the south. This makes commuting to Phoenix, Glendale, or even Scottsdale manageable. The growth of the 303 freeway has also brought massive employment centers right to Peoria's doorstep. Let's get interactive again. What's more important to your family? Top-rated schools or a short commute to work? Type schools or commute in the comments. All right, it's time for the real talk, an honest perspective from someone who's lived here her whole life. No place is perfect, and making a big move requires clear eyes. The heat. Yes, summers are hot. July, August, and September see highs regularly between 105 and 115 degrees. But it's a dry heat, and the entire community is built for it. You will go from your air-conditioned car to your air-conditioned home to your air-conditioned grocery store, and just try your best to park in the shade. Trust me, parking in the shade is a game changer. And you just adapt by becoming a morning or evening person for any outdoor activities. The trade-off? Well, from October through May, the weather is arguably the best in the nation. Perfect weather, ideal for hiking, doing literally anything outside, and sunny skies. Growth and traffic. The West Valley in Peoria specifically is growing rapidly, and with growth comes construction and some traffic congestion, particularly on surface streets during rush hour. The freeway expansions like the 303 freeway are helping, but it's something to be aware of. Cost of living. While Arizona can be more affordable than most states, especially California and the Northeast, Peoria is a desirable suburb and housing costs have risen accordingly. You're paying for the quality of life, the schools, and the amenities. Property taxes here, however, remain relatively low compared to many other states. And the vibe of Peoria is what I'd call proudly suburban, actively engaged, and family focused. It's clean, it's fun, it's full of amenities, and there's a palpable sense of community pride. It might not have the nightlife of Scottsdale or the historic grit of downtown Phoenix, but it offers a balanced, high-quality life that's incredibly hard to beat. So, what's the final takeaway from our walking tour of Peoria? This isn't just a collection of houses. It's a thoughtfully designed city that puts lifestyle, family, and recreation at the forefront. It offers a powerful combination of space, amenities, and practical living that's resonating with so many people right now. We covered the unbeatable recreation with Lake Pleasant as your anchor, the diverse housing options from master plan communities to new subdivisions and charming established neighborhoods, the strong practical foundation of great schools, strategic location, and every shop and restaurant you need, and we had the real talk about what to expect in the summer months. If you've been watching this and picturing your life here, your kids playing in those parks, you enjoying a sunset hike, or hosting friends by your pool in the winter, then it's time to take the next step. I hope this video gave you a better feel for what it's like living here in Arizona. Whether you're just starting to think about moving or you have to move quickly, I'm always happy to chat. You can text, call, or email me. All of my info is in the description below and on the screen now. And if this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss future videos about buying and living in Peoria, Scottsdale, Anthem, Cave Creek, and North Phoenix. Leave your questions about Peoria in the comments below and I will answer every single one. Until next time, happy house hunting!